When we talk about customer experience excellence, we're so often talking about those B2C companies like Apple or Buc-ee's, but today I want to talk about a company that's built a $150 billion empire focused on a completely different group. They've mastered the merchant experience. Of course, I'm talking about Shopify.
Shopify.
A platform that empowers businesses and processes billions in annual sales. What makes Shopify fascinating is not that they've outspent their competitors or they have the most advanced technology, but rather they've obsessed over the merchant experience. In the next few minutes, I'll break down Shopify's revolutionary approach to B2B customer experience and give you 5 principles that I think any business can apply. Shopify's customer experience strategy begins with something fundamental: their purpose. While most SaaS companies focus on their growth, Shopify's mission is explicitly about empowering their customers. Make commerce better for everyone so that businesses can focus on what they do best, building and selling their products. This brings us to our first CX principle from Shopify. Align your success metrics with your customers' success metrics. This alignment creates a fundamentally different relationship than your traditional vendor-client dynamic. When merchants succeed, Shopify succeeds. This takes the relationship to a true partnership and not just a transaction. This mindset permeates everything from their product development to their pricing model, which scales with merchant success rather than extracting maximum value regardless of outcomes. The business impact is clear. Shopify's retention rate after 3 years is about 85%, which is almost double what you get from most SaaS companies. The second key element of Shopify's success is simplicity. They have a dogged focus on simplicity. While some competitors offer more customization, Shopify deliberately limits certain choices to enhance the experience, which makes sense when you're dealing with a lot of non-technical entrepreneurs. So the second CX principle here is eliminate unnecessary complexity, even if it's at the cost of some flexibility. Shopify understands that its customers, which are primarily small businesses and entrepreneurs, actually value getting to market over endless customization options. Their research showed that the average entrepreneur abandons an onboarding process if it takes more than 4 hours, so Shopify was able to get that down to under 1 hour. This simplicity focus extends throughout the entire customer journey. So you might see one-click app installations, pre-built themes that work across devices, integrated payments without separate accounts, automated tax and shipping calculations, unified dashboard for all operations. The result? Merchants can focus on their products and customers without wrestling with technology. The third element of Shopify's approach is that they build an ecosystem beyond just a product. While most platforms try to build everything themselves, Shopify created an open ecosystem that allows specialized partners to fill merchant needs. They have an app store with over 6,000 extensions. They have an expert marketplace for specialized services, developer tools for custom solutions, fulfillment network for physical operations, and a capital program for financing growth. This third principle is build platforms, not just products. Shopify understands that no single company can meet the needs of all of its merchants. By creating a platform approach, they ensure that specialized providers can create everything that a merchant needs on that platform. There are a lot of benefits to this, but of course, the main benefit is that Shopify does not have to build everything themselves. And that ecosystem creates a powerful network effect. As more developers build for Shopify, then it becomes more valuable for merchants because that's the only place you can get those specialized needs. So of course, now that they're more valuable to customers, then there's more merchants on the platform, and there's more merchants on the platform, there are more developers on the platform, more developers create more things for merchants. You get the idea. The business impact is extraordinary. Every Shopify entrepreneur typically uses about 6 apps inside of Shopify. Now, the fourth element of Shopify's approach is their massive investment in merchant education. While most SaaS companies provide, documentation and support, Shopify has a comprehensive library, catalog, tool shed of whatever you want to say to help people learn how to get the most out of Shopify. So you don't have to go to YouTube, you don't have to go to Reddit. You can learn a lot about what to get out of Shopify inside of Shopify. They do that with the Shopify Learn platform with free e-courses. They have an extensive knowledge base and tutorials. They have the Shopify Compass webinar series. They have community forums for peer learning. And they have in-person events and workshops. If I had to distill our fourth principle down into one sentence, it would be invest in customer capability building, not just customer support. Shopify understands that merchant success is not just on having the right tools, but on how to use those tools effectively. By investing in education, Shopify is turning merchants into more than just tool users, but just business experts. This increases both success rates and platform stickiness, and I feel like people definitely want to stay where they've had success. The fifth and final element or principle I want to talk about today is related to community building. Many companies, think of their customers as just transactions. Shopify has done a great job of deliberately fostering or cultivating a community for, shop owners to support one another. They have this in merchant forums with, active participants in these forums. They have local meetup groups in cities across the country and the world. They have their annual Shopify Unite conference. They highlight merchant success stories. And they have that, as we talked about, massive partner ecosystem. So Shopify transforms customers into community members. Shopify understands that entrepreneurs often feel overwhelmed and isolated. I know I definitely have. By creating community connections, they provide both practical support and emotional reinforcement. That approach is what transforms Shopify from a software vendor to a movement that merchants feel like they're a part of. So what can we learn from Shopify's customer experience strategy? Align your success metrics with customer success metrics. Eliminate unnecessary complexity, even at the expense of flexibility. Build platforms, not just products. Invest in customer capability building, not just customer support. Transform your customers from users to community members. Shopify is now responsible for hundreds of billions of dollars going not just through their company, but just through the economy in general. And they've done that by having a relentless focus on the merchant experience. All right, folks, thanks for checking out today's video talking about Shopify. If you have any thoughts or comments, please drop them below. Subscribe to my newsletter, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next one.